Welcome back, viewers, to the Let's Talk with Lakshmi TV show. Gosh, guys, that was so much fun learning all about Dreams by Dave and learning how to tie a sari just in under a minute. So, guys, next up here, we have the beautiful and talented Sandra Sooknanan. She's a nutritionist, she's a yoga instructor, and she has just partnered up with the Yoga Meditation Retreat Center in Nepal. She's here to tell us all about the benefits of yoga. Sandy, welcome to Let's Talk with Lakshmi. How are you?
Thank you. Nice to be here. I'm very well.
It is so great to have you here. You know, one of the reasons why we decided on this beautiful setting is to see some of your wonderful yoga poses.
Yes.
So, Sandra, tell us, tell the viewers here at Let's Talk with Lakshmi, why is yoga important? I mean, yoga seems to be the in thing. Anywhere you twist, you turn, there are classes here, there, everywhere. Why is yoga important to us?
There's so many benefits with yoga. 90% of the people go to a yoga class because it's recommended by a doctor, or they go to yoga class because a friend suggested, or they want to be more flexible, or sometimes they go because they're looking for peace. 85% of those students come out with something different. Some of them do become flexible, some of them do find peace, but the main reason for yoga is to be able to get away from this chaotic world, to just find themselves. And that's what yoga is all about. Where do you go when your world is going upside down, topsy-turvy? To a yoga class. You can actually discover your own self there.
You know, it's so funny. I'm sitting here, Sandy, and I'm listening to you, and I all of a sudden feel peaceful. I feel tranquil just listening to you speak and speaking about yoga. I mean, tell me, I know people say there are a lot of benefits, health benefits with yoga, that you can help cure thyroids and diabetes. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, there's so many yoga poses or yoga asanas that focuses on specific diseases like high blood pressure, thyroid problems, nervous system problems, most depression, and the list goes on and on. So there's so many benefits you can get from just practicing a yoga class, or taking a yoga class, or doing just a few yoga poses at home. If a class doesn't allow you, then do it at home. We don't have time in this world to go to a yoga class for 1.5 hours, but we can lay our mat down in front of our TV or in a room or anywhere quiet and do yoga pose.
Do you feel any sort of connection, any sort of spiritual connection when you do yoga?
I do. My journey started with yoga to be more flexible. That was my intention, to put my toe in my ears. But it turned out to be something else. It's turned out to be a reflection of my own self, to be able to go within my own self, to see who I really am, what's my purpose here. So it was a self-discovery, a self-realization. So for me, yoga has come from flexibility to health to something a little bit more deeper. And so I can go anywhere in this world and still feel at peace, because I take my mat with me everywhere I go.
Now, I know that you have been doing yoga for many, many years, and you've traveled the world, not only learning about yoga, but also teaching yoga. Tell us a little bit about some of your experiences traveling the world with yoga.
I go to India 2 to 3 times a year, in Nepal, and I've trained with huge centers, yoga centers, all different kinds of yoga. And I also take students to practice in India or Nepal. It's one of the greatest things to be able to leave America and just go away for a week or 10 days and just immerse yourself in this sort of a quietness or stillness. We do have a retreat in Nepal, and we take students there, and I do teacher training there. I also do teacher training right here in New York. So I can teach in Nepal, I can teach in India, or I can teach in America. I'm available to teach anywhere anyone wants me to.
So I know that Dutchess Yoga, formerly known as Krishna Yoga, you've now collaborated with a yoga meditation retreat center in Nepal. Tell me, how does one go there? How do they get involved? How long does it take? I mean, tell us a little bit about this retreat center.
So it's your choice. If you only have a week vacation and you just want to go away for a week to go to retreat, you have yoga classes all day, all vegetarian food, meditation classes, visit many temples or holy places, or choose not to, or just stay on the retreat. It is inside of the Himalayas mountain, in a national park. It's a beautiful place for stillness, for if you're trying to get away from this chaotic lifestyle. Or you can choose to become a yoga teacher and share this with your community or your family. And that means that you need to go away for 21 days. So you have choices. You can just go and do 50 hours of yoga teacher training, or you can go do 200 hours of teacher training. Not necessarily mean you have to be a teacher. It just means that you're learning more about yoga, learning more about your own self.
How would you say that yoga has affected your life?
It has changed me completely because I was such a crazy career climbing woman, and it bring me down at least 25 steps down. I feel like I've had such gratitude for life, gratitude for everything. I have such compassion for people more than I did before. So it actually helped me to get closer to my own true self. So that's why I'm such an advocate for yoga, not just to sell it, but to ask everyone to just try it, see what it does for you.
Now you look very young. You look very beautiful. Her skin is flawless, guys. I mean, you can't see her too close up, but she has no makeup on. She's like some eyeliner, maybe a little lip gloss, but nothing on her face. And I would say that this is because of yoga.
It truly is.
Well, you know, I'm going to ask you, I'm not sure if you're going to answer this question or not on camera, but are you going to tell everybody how old you are?
No, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll just have everyone guess.
Okay. Well, guys, let me put it this way. She probably looks younger than I am, but she's actually in real life my aunt. So I'm going to leave it like that. But her age is way beyond what she looks like. She's gorgeous. She's slim. Nutritionist. I know that you help people with detoxes.
I do.
And losing weight. I mean,
I do.
You've had some really amazing stories, success stories with helping people lose weight.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us one of your best stories?
Well, one of the things that I find with women especially, they tend to not like who they are, what they look like. And so when they come to my yoga class, I always encourage them, why don't you try? Because at that time on a yoga mat, you become vulnerable. You start to notice things about yourself that you haven't noticed before because you're comparing now to a whole room of people. And so I always encourage them to try a detox diet just to help them feel good about themselves. But the whole intention is eventually that weight shouldn't matter, that it should be about health. They should do it because they want to feel healthy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Sandy, I loved having you on.
Yes,
You know,
thank
we
you.
had a great time. We learned about the center in Nepal. What is the name of the center?
Lotus Feet, Nepal.
Lotus, the name alone.
Yes,
Sounds
Lotus Feet, Nepal.
Beautiful, tranquil, peaceful.
Yes.
I can feel the peace in me
Yes.
just thinking of lotus. So what we're going to do is you promise that you're going to show us some yoga poses.
Yes.
So we're going to take a break here. We're going to go and take a look at some of the yoga poses that will benefit our health. Welcome back, viewers, to Let's Talk with Lakshmi. We just learned some amazing yoga poses. So, Sandy, tell us, what were those poses that you did?
Well, I did a few poses. I did a down dog. I did a tree pose for mental health. I did an up dog to open up your heart, release pressure on the heart center, and a child's pose for depression. So I did a few.
Now, Sandy, how factual is it that yoga helps you lose weight?
It can, because it makes you so content with life. So you start to eat smaller amounts, you start watching what you're eating, your health become much better, and eventually one will lose weight because of such. It's not about, oh, do yoga, you're going to be thin. It's not about that. It's about become happy with yourself and everything. It's like a domino effect. One make the rest happen.
A healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
Awesome. So you know what? I'm ready to go to Nepal. I don't know about you guys, but I think I am. So Sandy, tell everyone, how can we find out about Nepal? How can we find out about Dutchess Yoga? How can we find out about Sandy?
So all my information is on www.dutchessyoga.com, and you can get all the information there for Nepal. My phone number is also there. You can send me a message anytime. I'm available to teach in any county in America. So if you need a yoga teacher or you need someone who can teach teachers, I'm here. I'm there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Let's Talk with Lakshmi. We had an exciting episode. We had Dreams by Dave. He talked all about wedding planning, event planning, and planning your special day. Remember, you can contact him to do your hair, to do your clothing, to do so much. And we also had the beautiful and talented Sandy Sooknanan. When you're ready to go to Nepal, just contact her. That meditation yoga retreat center just sounds blissful. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. I'll see you guys all next week. Same time, same place. It's a date. Let's talk.
2 months ago, after my mother's hospitalization, the doctors wanted to put her in hospice. And I'm like, they deemed her terminal. And I saw Mr. Thakur, I think the founder, on TV, and he was advertising this Indian community in Kings Harbor. It's a great Indian community where my mother feels at home, and she expresses her happiness to me whenever I come.
I know when I come, I feel happy. I stay couple and I see everybody, and I'm so happy.
I brought my mother here like a month and a half ago, and I haven't regretted my decision. It's one of the best decisions I've made for my mother. It's a home away from home.